All right. I'm basically driving. My little stepson having his little friend over or whatnot, so they'll be taking over the living room at about 11 or so, in which case at that time I'll be, going into the room to retire for the night. I'm not going to do this video, with my girl in the room or whatever, because she really is not going to want to hear me talk about DFS for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. So fuck it. I'm about to go get some Chipotle. Come back. Wow, this car almost just hit me. That's crazy. Get some Chipotle. I really should give y'all like the view of the road while I'm doing this, so y'all can at least see something. Like whatever, I don't care. Y'all can see my view. I don't care. I'm going to Chipotle and get some food. But the topic of this video, I guess, because no one gave me many topics, but someone did tell me to, I guess, do one about lineup sellers. And why they just aren't the ideal way to go, and why, the people that draft shot and, the people that actually work and put together a process are against them. Basically, people on Twitter, social media, whatever the case, Instagram, whatever, they, make a lineup, and then they have people pay money either per day, per lineup, per sport, per week, per month, per season, per year, whatever the case is. They're charging money for these lineups, similar to someone selling picks for sports betting, whereas I would see that as slightly more acceptable, because that doesn't affect really competition, because it's basically you making your bet against Vegas. So if a million people buys these picks from one guy, it is what it is. Whereas if a million people buys this lineup from this guy, now you're just saturating the pool with these sold lineups. And I'm not gonna lie, I've done it. Not sold lineups, I've actually, purchased lineups here and there, because, you might have a struggling day or two, and then you see on Twitter this guy posting flames with, a lineup that just smashed every cash line possible. And you're like, damn. And then he says, yeah, I charge $3 per day, or, $3 per line, or, $10 a week, whatever it is that they want to charge. And you're like, oh, well, shit, that's where I should go. That's automatic money. That's what you think, and that's what they want you to think. So, you purchase their line. You buy a week's worth of line for $10 or whatever the case. While you're doing that, how disciplined are you really to stick with that line? And as news come out, or there's picks that you start to like, or picks that you start to not like, or picks that you start to doubt. Oh, shit. See, as my phone falls, I knock my car into neutral and start struggling, or whatever. But I'm alive. But, how often do you just run that one line and stick with it and not do anything else? Like, even when I've purchased lines, I've, tweaked it here and there, or pivoted off of a pick, or damn near by the time I got finished, I done made a whole new damn line myself with 3 or 4 of the picks from that person's line. Whereas I probably could have made this damn line myself with my own process. So now you've paid this money for these lines that you're not even using. I'm gonna sit here for a minute. I'm pulling up a Chipotle. I'm chilling. I like y'all, so I'm gonna chill out for a minute. So yeah, and you run the line or whatever the case is. Now all of a sudden, you don't win. You don't cash. Now you're upset, and you're not gonna use the lines anymore. So now you just gave that man $10 when that $10 could have went on your DraftKings or FanDuel account, and you could have at least had more fun building your own lineup and possibly profited with that, or at least went down with your own ship. So just imagine that scale and people that sell lineups for a season, for a month, or for a year. You know what I mean? There's people that buys lineups, that sells lineups by the day, and someone jumps on them one day, wets the bed and loses, buys them the next day, hits a little bit, goes back and forth, and they're hitting that, a 40, 50% clip. Just say a 50% clip. If you're hitting at a 50% clip in cash games, you legit aren't profiting based off of the numbers, because, you have to beat the rake. And in double ups, you have to be in like the top 46, 47% in order to cash, and not the top 50. So just say those lines are hitting at a 50% clip, minus what you're paying for those lineups, you're losing money. Whereas if you just stick to your own process and come up with your lines however you come up with them, that 50% clip at least breaks you even. And if, depending on what contest you're hitting and not hitting, you're profiting. And you're not having to have money skimmed off the top of your profit in order to profit. So that's, I think, why one reason a lot of people are off of lineup sellers from the purchasing of lineups aspect. From being a DFS player myself, how many times have you seen? I know it happens a lot on FanDuel. Like, it seems like it's more popular on FanDuel than DraftKings, as far as it'll be a contest, 100, just say, 500 person double up or whatever, 50-50, and you're sitting here in 260th place. No, you're sitting here in 178th place, and the cash line is 250 places. You're feeling good, like, damn, I got 72 people that's below me that, I can still cash. And Steph Curry hits 2 threes, to get the quick 6 points. All of a sudden, your ass is sitting at 281 place. You're like, wait, what? What, bro? And as you look, you're like, okay, so let me see what's going on. You see literally everybody with the exact same score in the exact same quarters remaining. Imagine on DraftKings when you have the exact same score and the exact same freaking minutes remaining, and then you look at each freaking line above you, and you're thinking that you done clicked on the previous line, but you find out it's the same damn line being ran by all of these people. So now you have these sold lineups saturating the market. Now, granted, the only upside to that is if you beat that one person's line, then you're jumping a whole bunch of people. But you essentially have a contest where instead of coming in the top 50% with 500 people, it's only, 400 unique lines that you have to beat and, come up to the top 50. So essentially you have to be in the top 40% to beat the bulk mass lineups. I don't even know what the slick word to say multiple lineups, multiple people entering the same line. I don't even know what the slick word to say that is. But you essentially have to do better to cash in those. So now you got to beat the rake, and you got to beat the bulk lineups. Plus you got to pay the money to get the lineups if you were buying lineups. So it's just too much. You know what I mean? It's just too much. These lineup sellers, like, realistically speaking, I wanted to do it. I just never had the time to do it. I literally want to take the lineup, write it down. I want to sign into either Fantasy Labs or RotoQL and run the optimizer. Because who's to say these fools aren't just signing into RotoQL, spitting out the either one of the first top 5 lineups that RotoQL spits out that looks decent, and posting that shit. I'm not gonna lie. How easy is that to sign into, one of the sites, Fantasy Labs, RotoQL, which people use. I have nothing against those sites. People use them, but they usually have an optimized line, whatever the case. So this person can simply, maybe lock in one player or fade one player and just optimize, and just whatever top line spits out is what line they'll use for the day. Or if they want to be slick and hide it, they'll go down to like the fourth line down, which gives you like a half a point difference than the top line. And it just looks better. And they just pop that out on Twitter. And they sell that shit for $2 a pop. And they eating. Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. They're eating off of people that, just, I'm not going to say they don't know better, but, they think like, yeah, this is where it's at. This is what they think. These are the people that they feed off of and they capitalize off of. Not saying that they do that they sign into, a RotoQL and, pop out the optimized lines. But who's to say that they don't? Who's to say that they don't? Who's to say that they don't? Because honestly, if I go through my whole process and, I got a lineup, that I feel is gonna scoop up in a lot of games, and I'm playing in these, big double ups and these big field tournaments, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't mind. I'm not gonna say I hate sharing. Like, I'll go into the draft shot chat and share my lineup or whatever the case, because that's a small knit community. That's a community, and 9 times out of 10, we're all there bouncing ideas off of each other. And for the most part, people are gonna look at my line. They'll say, "Oh, okay, whatever the case." Critique it, whatever. Say what they say. But I'm not going in there posting my line, and now 15 of you guys are taking that line and playing in the same contest I'm playing in. You know what I mean? So I don't mind that. I'm not gonna post that line on Twitter if I'm using that myself in these big contests, because I'm just not. Because now I'm limiting the people that I have to beat. No, I'm making it harder to beat the people that I need to beat, because now all of these people that's using my same lineup, I can't beat them because they have my lineup. Whereas on the surface, I probably would have beat 80% of these clowns and would have been in the cash line. But now I'm teetering on the bubble because it's less different lineups to beat. So this is why people are against lineup sellers and lineup providers, or people that post their lineup but advertise their tip jar or their PayPal or their Venmo to tip win-win or whatever the case. Like, I mean, it sounds real noble, and it makes you look like you have high morale when you say, "Oh, here's my lineup, tip when you win," or show appreciation. But motherfucker, are you gonna tip me when I lose with that shit? Sorry for my language, but I'm sure we've all heard these words before. Y'all might not have heard them in this raw context, but damn, if I take your lineup and I just say I profit $100 and I tip you $10, motherfucker, when I take that lineup and play with $100, if I lose $100, are you gonna give me 20 as a rebate because I took that bullshit line you made, bruh? I mean, I'm just being real, so just be careful when you're looking at these guys that are providing these free lineups, yet and still they got their PayPal, Venmo information all over the place, and they want these tips. Yeah, it looks like they have higher morale than these sellers. You know what I mean? But they're in the win-win situation. They're in a win, no-lose situation. If their lineup doesn't hit for you, first of all, if their lineup doesn't hit for you, it might hit for the next man. So they still might get tipped off that lineup while you sitting here scraping up your coins for the next damn contest, or the next damn slate, or the next damn day, or the next damn sport, or the next damn season. And if the lineup is fire and that shit hits, they're eating because they probably used that lineup. Maybe. We're not even going to talk about those people that post lineups and don't use them shits themselves. We're not going to talk about them. But, they're eating because that lineup done smashed. And now they're getting tips from all these other people that use that same lineup. So now they're eating twice. But like I said, you want me to tip you when I win with your lineup. If I have your lineup and I get 4 snowflakes and I'm sitting in the damn bottom 85% looking like a damn newbie, and I'm going on people's list of newbies that make stupid lines like we did in the MLB chat a few months ago, or an NFL chat, one of the chats that we did, and I'm going on that list because I took your whack ass line, are you going to give me 50% of my losses, or are you going to give me 10% of my losses, 20% of my losses, or any piece of my losses? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they have a money back guarantee. Are you going to give me the tips that I've given you for the winning lineups, for the lineups when I lose? Are you going to give me my tips back so I can play your bullshit lines again, bruh? You know, I'm sorry I'm getting a little emotional, a little upset, but when you think about it when you think about it underneath the surface, this is exactly what's going on. So, you know, I know they have the article about lineup sellers and why they're against it, but I want to put this on video and put a face and put a voice to it, and you know, give you some real nitty gritty and make you really and truly think like, damn. Like, granted, I don't know. I may have been the only one in this draft shot that have purchased a lineup before or have used someone's provided line. You know, a couple years ago I did do that. You know, until I started thinking like, what? Huh? You know what I mean? Because half the lineups are picks that you probably could have figured out your damn self had you did just a tiny bit of research or had a little bit of a process. You know what I mean? And then they tout their picks. Like, they'll say, oh, Vucevic is out. And Biyombo, you know, he goes off for 40. And now, all of a sudden, everyone thinks he's like the shit because he had this miraculous pick of Biyombo. Motherfucker, my sister could play Biyombo if Vucevic is out. Duh. You feel me? Or they fade Anthony Davis in a lineup and he breaks his vagina and he's out after the first quarter. And all of a sudden, everyone's tweeting him like, oh, great job fading Anthony Davis. What the fuck are you talking about? Bro, he dropped 25 points in the first quarter. So had he not broke his vagina, your man probably would have went for 96 again. So was it really that good of a fade, bro? Or did you just get lucky because he faded him? Or, one more example, because I'm getting a kick out of this shit myself. Or, you know, he punts with freaking, I'm trying to think of a viable, I'm trying to think of somebody to fit my example. Like I said, I do these videos live, off the top of my head, no preparation, no notes, no nothing. I just go. You feel me? Like a rap battle. Or you punt with damn fucking you punt with Samaj Christian. Fucking Samaj Christian. If you don't know who he is, then that makes my point right there. You punt with Samaj Christian, trying to save cap, you know, trying to save a little cap relief or whatever the case, trying to get your 5X. And all of a sudden, nope, scratch that shit. You punt with Kostas Koufos, trying to get your little 18, 19 points to pay off his little salary of $3,600. And Boogie gets kicked out of the game in the second quarter. And all of a sudden, Koufos plays the whole second half and goes for 50 DK points. And now, oh, great pick on Koufos. Great pick. Oh, yeah, look at that Koufos pick I had. Tip me. Hit my tip jar. This is my PayPal. Motherfucker. Koufos had snowflakes for the whole first half. He had 2.5 DK points in the first half. So was it really that good of a play? Like, did you plant a seed in somebody's mind that DeMarcus Cousins was going to get kicked out, bruh? No, motherfucker, you got lucky. So, everything I just said in the past, 14 minutes is essentially reasons why lineup sellers and lineup providers and lineup givers are what they are. And I mean, I'm not really seeing too many benefits of it, honestly. I see the supposed benefits and the benefits that they want you to think it is, but what are the real benefits, bro? I'm gonna pause this. I gotta get this Chipotle and then I'll finish talking when I come back. Cause like I said, I do this shit live, but my stomach hurt like shit, man. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Got my Chipotle. Got my Chipotle. About to head to McDonald's, get them cookies. I hate McDonald's. They cookies get a shit. I don't care. Whatever y'all do, if y'all watch this video, if y'all like anything that I'm saying at all, next time you drive past McDonald's, just get like a chocolate chip cookie. Them shits is good. But what y'all be saying? I digress. That's what y'all say. I don't like that term. It's irritating as hell, but it works in this situation. So I digress. Yeah. I mean, it's not really much else to say about these lineup sellers or providers or whatever the case is, but this is what, I don't work for Draft Shot or anything like that, so I'm not just about to tout them, just, you know, to tout them or get paid or none of that shit. Like, I don't know. It's just real talk though. But being here and being in the chat rooms and being in the community and seeing like the tools and, you know, the help and the support, it truly gives you a process to follow and gives you good guidance to, you know, stick with your shit. So it's just like, you know, if you're new to DFS, new to whatever the case, like, just think about it before you buy these lineups or before you tip these dudes or before you pay money for these lineups, and just really think about what you're doing when you do that. You know what I mean? You're essentially funding their DFS and you're making it so that they could essentially be playing for free. So they might say, fuck it, I got $42 in tips today for my lineup from yesterday. Boom, I'm gonna play with $42. I'm gonna play with $32 and pocket 10. Like, these dudes is basically living their DFS lives for free. Meanwhile, you're taking a chance with their shit. You're taking a chance with their shit. Sound like a preacher how I'm repeating this shit. This shit cool. If I'm taking a chance with my money, then I'm going with me. I'm going with what I know. I mean, if you ever play sports or whatever the case, or even current athletes like Flacco or these quarterbacks that, quote, bet on themselves, they're betting on themselves. I'm not betting on what the next man gonna do. Ryan Fitzpatrick bet on himself. It's a bad bet because he sucks, but he bet on himself because if he goes down, he's going down off of what he does, not off of what somebody else does. He's not betting on what Geno Smith does or don't do. He's not betting on, you know, this and that. He's betting on his damn self. Flacco bet on his damn self. Won a damn Super Bowl. You go down or you go with your own shit. You know what I mean? Whether you get help with that shit is up to you, because help is always welcome. Insight is always welcome. Second set of eyes are always welcome. Help with news and information and data and research is always welcome. But when you're blindly plugging in someone else's lineup, bruh, you're going down with somebody else's shit. And let me tell you something. Ain't nobody shit hitting my toilet but mine. Best believe that. Come to my house, you take a piss in my toilet, you wash your hands, motherfucker, you can take a shower. Motherfucker, if you sleep, you can sleep on my couch. If you hungry, you can go in my refrigerator and grab anything I got in my refrigerator to snack on or eat. You go in my cabinets, you know, snack on my chips, my crackers, my cookies. If I got ice cream, bruh, you can go in my freezer and have a bowl of ice cream. But you not taking a shit in my house, which takes me back to my point. If I'm going down with my shit. No one else's shit is hitting my toilet. I like that. I think I'm gonna like tweet that shit out or something and patent that shit. Hold on, what you supposed to say? Patent pending. No one else's shit goes in my toilet. So I mean, that's that. I mean, damn, my phone fell over and shit, man. You missed my whole facial expressions and shit. No one's shit goes in my toilet. No one else's shit, whatever the case. So I mean, that's basically that. Like I said, you know, if you know somebody that's new or know someone that buys lines or know someone that has bought them, send them this video, let them know, like, yo, just think about what you're doing. You are essentially, you literally, figuratively, and straightforward, by buying a lineup from somebody else, you are increasing what you need to be successful. Because if say you're a small stakes player say you don't play for thousands, say you play for, 10, 20, 30 here and there. So just say you play for 20 and you profit you profit $6-7 that day, but you done paid $5 for the fucking lineup. Now you're profiting $2. If I went from profiting $7 to profiting $2, I just cut my profit by like over a third. No, I cut my profit by over 2/3 and I got like a third of what? 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 You taking more than 2/3 of my money? What? Motherfucker, I would rather work and pay taxes. Motherfucker, the lottery doesn't even take 2/3 of my money. You understand? And then just say you're a big stakes player. You know what I mean? Say you play for hundreds, or close to 100 or thousands, however you play. You about to invest that much money in somebody else's research that might not be research? Because if you do, I can go into my Roto-QL right now and I can pop you 5 lineups that the optimizer spit out and call that shit a lineup. Like, I can. Who knows if they do that or not? Do you know? So hopefully everyone here, hopefully if you do buy lineups, whatever case, I'm never going to say don't buy lineups. Like, that's not who I am. Like, however you feel you need to get your money, bruh. But what I am saying is that if the money that's spent buying lineups and tipping these lineup providers or whatever the case is, that could essentially be money put into your entries. You know what I mean? Your bankroll, your DFS contest. So instead of paying that $5 for the lineup, that $5 can go into a double and get you another $5. So instead of losing 5, you're using that 5 and winning 5. That's a $10 swing, in my opinion. That's just for $5. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Don't get me started on these motherfuckers don't get me started on these people that literally charge like $99 for a season. Let me tell you something. I don't give a shit what you did in 2015. You think I'm about to give you 125 of my dollars on Halloween for the NBA season? What? That's $100. What? Bruh, I'd rather play GPP with some random ass players that I pick before I pay you $100 for you to give me a season worth of lineups, and now for that whole season, my DFS profit is hinging on the lineups you make every day? Come on, man. That don't even sound logical to me, bruh. That doesn't even sound logical to me. If that sounds logical to you, like I said, I'm not against what anybody does. I just want you to think. All I'm here to do is expand your box. Like I did that girl. No, I'm just playing. I just want to expand your thinking box. You can think inside the box. But my job is to make your box bigger so that your thoughts expand. So if that sounds logical to give this person $100, $125 for the whole season at the beginning of the year, then you go to your boss. Serious, I'm dead serious. Do it. Go to your boss. No. The next time you start a new job or new position or new career, you tell your boss or your new boss or prospective boss, yo, give me a year's salary up front and just roll with my performance. Just roll with what I do. If I shit the bed, I shit the bed. If I do good, I do good. But you give me your money up front and just go with what I do. Go to your boss and say that. You can go to your boss and say that shit right now. Be like, yo, I don't give a fuck if you've been in your job for 10 years. Hey, be like, hey, let me get a half a year's salary. Let me get a year's salary right now. And then however I perform after that is how I perform, and you just have to live with that. What? Go to your boss and say that shit. And if you're not willing to go to your boss and say that shit, then how can these lineup sellers and providers come at you or come at Twitter and say that shit? Because that's the exact same thing. It's just on the lesser money scale. Exact same thing. What? What are you talking about, bro? That's almost like you meet a girl And that girl's like, yeah, marry me today. And we married and we stuck together. We gonna sign a prenup and all that shit. And whatever type of wife or girl I turn out to be, oh well. What? What the fuck are you talking about? What? I haven't seen shit that you've done. I haven't seen shit that you've done, and you want me to invest this much in you, and I haven't seen shit that you've done? Come on, man. So like I said, man, just something to think about. I tried to make this one a little more entertaining, you know, because it's late. I'm about to get my Chipotle on, you know. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I said, my videos aren't that numbers driven. They're not that informative, but I mean, I call them thinking man's videos, man. I mean, they're here to design for you to think, for you to nod your head, and then when I say something, you're like, damn, kind of makes sense. That's all I'm here to do, man. So, man, you know, check it out. I'm trying to get like more than 30 views this time. So look out for your boy. You know anybody that's buying lineups, send them the video. You don't have to send this shit to the lineup sellers because they're gonna start hating me because I'm about to start getting on their ass. They're getting on my nerves. You know what I mean? I don't want to die. You know, they're gonna come find me out here, you know. But whatever. You know. One more example. That's almost like your boy Ryan Fitzpatrick going up to the Jets like, bruh, I need a 5-year deal at $70 million guaranteed. What? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What the fuck have you done? What? Why? No. But I'm dumb now. I'm good at analogies, so you'll come to find that out. But all right, y'all. That is what it is, man. Let me know in my comments, John. Y'all need some comments. Y'all need to comment my shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all don't comment my shit. What's good? Give me some feedback. Give me some comments. Give me some private messages. Tweet me. Whatever the hell you want to do. Start tweeting me, unless or else I'm gonna start doing shameless plugs on my videos, and I don't like doing that because that's not who I am. But I mean, just let me know what you think my next video should be about. Should I elaborate on this one? Should I elaborate on one of my other topics? Whatever topic you want me to discuss as far as DFS go, be it baseball, be it basketball, be it football, which are the seasons we're in now, be it whatever it is that you want me to discuss or talk about or expand someone's mind about or hear my thoughts about or just want some entertainment about DFS, just let me know. Like, I don't mind. If I have the chunk of time to do it, I'll do it. So let me know what you want, man. These videos, man. I mean, I'll try to make it when I can, man. All right, man.